Hello, good evening, and welcome to TC Network. I am Tinay Tim Hokib, and I'll be hosting tonight's program. Today's top stories include Kuki INPI conducts awareness program for IDPs. "109 JN1 cases in India. Karnataka home isolation mandate." News in details. Today around 11 a.m., the Department of Rehabilitation and Resettlement, Kuki INPI Manipur, organized a public awareness program on rehabilitation and resettlement in the Jubilee Hall of ECA Church at M. Songil Village in Churachandpur. The principal of Discipleship Theological Seminary, Reverend Hankomang Haukip, blessed the event with an opening prayer. And a keynote speech was given by Dr. Pauline Thangkhongsai, Chairman of Rehabilitation and Resettlement Department, Kuki INPI Manipur. During this event, various discussions were made on rehabilitation and resettlement of the internally displaced Kuki Zo who were affected by the Manipur ethnic clashes since May 3rd. The participants in the conference were members of the Kuki INPI Churachandpur, Kuki INPI Chandil, Kuki INPI Manipur, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Kana Area and Chandil, Kuki Khanglai Lompi General Headquarters, and the Kuki Chief Associations. The conference covered the current issues with the internally displaced peoples we are currently experiencing. With the ongoing negligence from the state government, the leaders of the Kuki INPI disclosed ways to tender the people as relief aid from NGOs and the government are not sufficient. It was further discussed how to organize and construct 100 homes for the resettlement for IDPs and ways to establish different possible revenue sources so the IDPs can support themselves. The meeting agreed that the end of this civil war is uncertain. Therefore, it appealed to the public to wait for the leaders before taking certain actions. With COVID-19 turning its head again, several states have urged people to follow coronavirus protocols. As of 26 December, India has reported a total of 109 JN1 COVID variant cases in the country, Health Ministry sources said. The World Health Organization has classified JN1 as a variant of interest, distinct from its parent lineage BA.2.86. However, the global health body emphasizes that the overall risk posed by JN1 remains low based on current evidence. As per Health Ministry sources, with 109 JN1 COVID variant cases, as many as 36 cases were reported from Gujarat, 34 from Karnataka, 14 from Goa, 9 from Maharashtra, 6 from Kerala, 4 from Rajasthan, 4 from Tamil Nadu, and 2 from Telangana, said a source from Mint. The report further said, amid rising COVID-19 cases across India, Delhi on Wednesday reported its first case of COVID-19's subvariant JN1. Officials were quoted as saying to PTI. Delhi Health Minister Saurabh Bhardwaj said out of 3 samples sent for genome sequencing, one is COVID-19 subvariant JN1 and the other 2 cases are of Omicron. AIIMS Delhi has issued guidelines for COVID-19 suspected or positive cases. As per the policy on COVID-19 testing directed by the management, testing will be done for patients with SARI, severe acute respiratory infection. For symptoms with acute respiratory, 12 beds in the C6 ward will be earmarked for hospitalization of seriously ill COVID-19 patients, the memorandum said. In Lady Hardinge Hospital, 48 beds have been reserved for COVID patients. Additionally, 6 ICU beds and a ward with 30 beds have also been reserved for COVID patients in the new building of Lady Hardinge Hospital, said the report. Inauguration of the Kuki Monastery Christian Council KMCC theme song and flag was conducted today 11:30 a.m. at War Kuki Zo Intellectual Council office. The theme songs and flags inauguration was conducted by Dr. T.S. Haukip, President of War Kuki Zo Intellectual Council. He further gave brief described meaning behind the Kuki Monastery Christian Council flags and what it represents. These significant pieces were blessed by Evan Lilin, followed by Reverend Tomlun on presentation about the history of the flag, and the theme song, Dr. T.S. Haukip, stated that the half of the flag was black, representing the time when the disciples of Kuki Monastic were in the 2000 millennium era, whereas the white part symbolized the present moment and the red cross represents Jesus Christ. The dove symbolized equality and the bond of the Kuki Zou. This event is initiated by Reverend Tomlun in relation to the current crisis the Kuki Zou are facing, and it is concluded that the Kuki Monastic Christian Council will begin utilizing this theme song and flag in the interest of the people. The 139th Foundation Day of the Indian National Congress was held today at the residence of Manchin Khup, Chief of Bungmol. The program was organized by Churachandpur District Congress Committee, DCC, India, where H. Manchin Khup Lianzathang, T. Chongbiak, District Congress Committee, DCC, India President, T. Manga Vaipai, ex-minister and many other prominent leaders of the party also took part in the program. Speakers of the program emphasized on the need to understand the Congress party has nothing to do with religions. They said, apart from being the oldest political party in the country, Congress is a religion-neutral political party committing to all-round development of nation. One should not take politics as dirty game. We should not simply consider politics wicked, as the betterment of politics depends on us. So once we have a positive mindset about politics, our political system will improve, they added. They further say that getting separate administration without changing our political system will just be another burden for us. To create a corruption-free government, we should submit ourselves to God. The Congress Party was founded in 1884 and in the year of independence, 1947, it was the largest party in the country. It may be recalled that the Congress won the first general election in 1952 and in 1977 after they took over the Janata Coalition Party. The Congress forms the government for 20 years straight. The Janata Coalition government reigns for 3 years, only after which the Congress Party took control. It forms the government till 1989 and in 1991, 2004 and 2009, it forms an alliance with other government in the name of UPA, which is United Progressive Alliance, at the center. Today at Mini Secretariat Tuibong, distribution of commodities arranged by the central government for the IDPs was organized. The Relief Department from the DC office led the program where the IDPs who are under the care of Relief Center, philanthropic organizations, were given a 1-week ration. The relief items include rice, dal, potato, onion, mustard oil, and egg. The relief items were given to various organizations wherein the KKL was given 9,018.5 bags, YVA 4223 bags, HYA 1406.5 bags, YMA 985.5 bags, YPA 797 bags, SDO Singat 748 bags, KSO Sangaykot 748 bags, ZYO General Headquarters 730 bags, TSP General Headquarters 214.5 bags, HYO Headquarters Veng 191 bags, TCYA Lamka Unit 164.5 bags, Hoireng Tak Youth Club 140 bags, SYO General Headquarters 126.5 bags, GSO General Headquarters 119.5 bags, and YPA Dorcas Veng 112.5 bags. Till today, the relief materials distributed to the refugees sum up to 30,344 bags of rice, 6,922.5 bags of dal, 3,619.5 bags of potato, 2,570 bags of onion, 4,103 cans of mustard oil, 17,528 bags of matar chana, 919 bags of sugar, 1,347 bags of Nutrela, 300 kgs of pumpkin, 1,345.5 kgs of chili, 2,843 pieces of mosquito nets, 13,305.01 kgs of salt, 470 pieces of pineapple, 4,273 pieces of bedsheet, 7,195 pieces of blankets, 2,810 pieces of pillow and pillowcase, 4,931 pieces of mattress, 1,024 pieces of thermals, 788 pieces of emergency lamps, 4,194 pieces of thermoflask, 224 pieces of woolen salt, 1,078 packets of oats, 1,706 packets of suzy, 3,500 packets of biscuits, 11,321 packets of mosquito repellents, 1,197.5 packets of tea leaves, 9,468 packets of Nestogen and Lactozens, 38,484 pieces of soap, 108 sets of utensils, 944 hygiene kits, 22,988 packets of sanitary pads, 86,917 packets of diapers, 2,076 packets of toothpaste, 19,588 pieces of toothbrush, 166,908 pieces of egg, 308 dustbins, 1,070 buckets and mugs, 30,999 packets of detergents, 1,033 pieces of adults diaper, 1,162 packets of Cerelac, and 154 packets of cornflakes. Medications and drugs were distributed by the CMO and drinking water by PHED tanker. Also, 241 footballs, 63 volleyball with nets, 76 plastic balls for kids, 155 carom board, 95 chessboard, 8 guitar, and 178 ludo were also distributed. Medication, kids' nutrients, and sports materials were distributed according to cluster-level sports officers. Let's take a short commercial break.
Moria Enterprise hi lamka khupi sunga dinga hardware thilkim nale kiman na pen ahi power tool zotpi langwa asais acolor kimsela chule adang hozong muzing the ahi lamka khupi sunga hoilai hele deliver akibol pi singe atam cho hodin heavy discount zong akibolin chule dukan na zuson num hodin wholesale in akipi zinge brand hoi tata RT Suraksha, Kamdhenu, Zindal, Galaxy chule adang dangzong aumin ahi. Moria Enterprise amunhi El Simulgate Comchet ahin chule abransi Tuibung Filling Station maited in akihonge.
David Music School DMS Koi hile music team noma zil num hon David Music School tuibung lamka a zil thezing ahi Tonic solfa le khut veidan Staff notation hawina la lam kaidan lasim dan le adang tang zong azawe course ahi le beginner 3 months intermediate 3 months advanced 3 months music team adingin kiwana ahlinge Thuchin headband num nei hon contact number 8119957867 ahi lawle 7629947306.
Welcome back. CM and Biren Singh discusses 8 measures for displaced persons. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh is in talks regarding the development of 8 measures for individual displaced in the region. In a move towards ensuring the well-being of displaced persons, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh took the lead in a meeting held on December 28 at his official residence. The Chief Minister, alongside his cabinet colleagues and Rajya Sabha MP, Leisimba Sana Jauba, dwelled into comprehensive discussions addressing the pressing issues faced by the displaced population and reaffirmed the state's commitment to maintaining peace and normalcy. The Indian Today Northeast reports, during the high-profile meeting, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh discussed the ongoing efforts to safeguard the rights and welfare of those affected by displacement. The leaders extensively deliberated on effective measures to alleviate the challenges faced by the displaced community, outlining resolutions that aim to provide additional financial assistance and benefits for their aid and welfare. Taking to the microblogging site X, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh shared insights into the key deliberations, stating, "Chaired a meeting with my cabinet colleagues along with Honorable Rajya Sabha MP Sri Leisimba Sana Jauba at my official residence today. discussed on the measures being undertaken for the welfare of the displaced persons and the ongoing efforts to safeguard peace and normalcy in the state, took resolutions to provide further financial assistance and benefits to displaced persons for their aid and welfare, state the report. Eastern Army Commander Lieutenant General R.P. Kalita said the availability of a large number of firearms with the warring groups in Manipur and instability in Myanmar led to an influx of people from the neighboring country. According to a report of the Indian Today Northeast, the Eastern Army Commander, Lieutenant General R.P. Kalita said the availability of a large number of firearms with the warring groups in Manipur and instability in Myanmar leading to an influx of people from the neighboring country are the key challenges in restoring peace in the strife-torn northeastern state. Kalita said till the time firearms are available with the members of the warring Kuki and Meitei communities, the situations can flare up at any time. The availability of weapons with both the communities, whether stolen from Manipur Police Armory or obtained from Myanmar, continues to pose a challenge. General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Eastern Army Commander, Lieutenant General R.P. Kalita, who is set to retire on December 31, said during media interaction at Fort William here. Kalita said the duty of the armed forces is to ensure the absence of violent activities. He mentioned that this duty has been successfully implemented in Manipur, where it was called due to the ethnic conflict between the Kukis and Meiteis. The Eastern Army Commander said the armed forces have launched numerous coordinated operations and a number of weapons and ammunition have been recovered in the last 5 months. Kalita said the conflict between the junta and rival forces in Myanmar has spread to areas close to India's border. He said, whenever there are violent activities between the Myanmar army and opposing forces, civilian population from the villages located close to the border come to India's side seeking refuge. The army commander said while some of them return after violent abates, others prefer to stay put. Kalita states that police, supported by the Assam Rifles, has taken their biometric details and their data is being compiled. But definitely, this continuous influx and movement of population across the borders cause some sort of anxiety in terms of contraband and weapon smuggling, he said. He said these challenges are accentuated by difficult terrains between India and Myanmar, making it difficult for the armed forces to dominate every inch of the border. Kalita said efforts are being made by the center and the state government to engage both the communities, stating that dialogue is already taking place at the political and civil society levels of the two communities. He said, I think that is the only way forward through which you can look a permanent solution, said the report. A gas pipeline exploded in Guwahati, leading to the injury of 3, including 1 woman on December 28. According to a report of the India Today Northeast, as per preliminary reports, the incident took place on Magazine Road of Guwahati City, where following the gas pipeline burst, 3 individuals were injured. The injured persons were rushed to Guwahati Medical College and Hospital for immediate treatment. The injured have been identified as Raju Kalita, Debjit Sharma, and Rina Taidi. A 4-wheeler and an auto were also damaged due to the pipe explosion, said the report. The Israeli embassy in South Korea has deleted a video it produced showing an imaginary attack on Seoul by mass assailants it seemed to link into Hamas after concerns raised by the South Korean government. The video, which was posted on the Israeli embassy's social media channels on Tuesday, was deleted on Wednesday, South Korea's Yonhap news agency reported. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed to the AFP news agency on Thursday that it asked the Israeli embassy to take it down. The killing and kidnapping of Israeli civilians by Hamas cannot be justified, but the Israeli embassy's production and distribution of a video drawing parallels to the security situation in another country was deemed inappropriate, South Korean's foreign ministry said in a statement. We have conveyed our position to the Israeli embassy in South Korea, and the Israeli side has taken measures to delete the video in question. The footage is accompanied by details of Hamas attack on southern Israel on October 7 and subtitles that read, Imagine if it happened to you, what would you do? Israel has repeatedly vowed to keep up its campaign to destroy the Palestinian armed group in retaliation for the attack. which killed 1,139 people, according to a revised tally by Israeli authorities. Sanad, Al Jazeera's fact-checking agency, verified the existence of the video, which has since been pulled down. Describing the clip, Yonhap said the footage saw the South Korean woman in the capital of Christmas Day watching her daughter sing carols at a school talent show when her mobile phone issues an air raid warning. Sounds of gunfire and explosions are heard through the city. The woman, covered in blood, is then abducted by the armed assailant and forcibly separated from her daughter. It described. Hamas also kidnapped about 240 people, and Israel says 129 captives are still being held in Gaza. Israel has since relentlessly bombarded the besieged Gaza Strip, killing more than 21,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, and destroying thousands of buildings, including hospitals and schools, creating a dire humanitarian crisis. The Israeli embassy said its video was to help South Koreans understand how Israelis feel. We have reconstructed the horrifying terrorist incident that took place on October 7 to help South Koreans in East Asia, far away from Israel, understand the current war situation, Israel ambassador in Seoul, Akiva Tor said in now deleted social media posts. South Korean broadcaster YTN reported. That is all for today's news, and have a pleasant evening ahead.